Conservation Day.
It is. But if you look at the headlines we've pulled, it feels like the opposite is true. The whole country seems to be running at, maximum energy.
I was thinking the same thing. We've got regulatory crackdowns, major tech rollouts, even environmental crises all happening at once. It's an incredibly dense stack of source material this week.
It really is. So our mission for you today is to, guide you through all of this complexity. We're going to pull out just the most crucial, high-impact nuggets.
We're talking digital identity, serious financial warnings, and even these massive administrative purges.
Exactly. The goal is to get you up to speed and fast.
What really stands out to me is how intertwined everything is. These aren't just isolated news items.
All right.
Well, you can see the machinery of governance, both digital and physical, moving across regulation, technology, infrastructure. It's all connected. It's systemic change happening at a massive scale.
That's a perfect way to frame it. So let's just jump right in. Section 1. How technology is changing identity and even the courts.
Starting with identity seems right. It's so foundational.
Absolutely. So the UIDI, which is the body that manages Aadhaar, has launched a new app.
Okay, and this is specifically for verification purposes.
Exactly. Its whole purpose is to streamline identity checks for everyday things. The way it works is, it's actually radical in how simple it is. It allows for a complete digital verification just by scanning a QR code on the person's phone.
Wow. So no more paper photocopies or anything like that?
Gone. Think about the friction involved in, say, verifying a new tenant or a delivery driver or even a security guard.
It's enormous. I mean, historically, you're dealing with paperwork. You're relying on documents that, let's be honest, can be easily faked.
Right. And this new app provides an immediate digital proof of identity.
So it's shifting the trust, really, from a document to a live, verifiable digital signal. That's a huge reduction in liability for everyone, businesses, homeowners.
It's this drive for instant, verifiable identity. And we're seeing that exact same mindset move into, of all places, the highest courts of justice.
The Supreme Court.
The Supreme Court has reformed its Committee on Artificial Intelligence.
And this is where the details really matter, right? It's not just that they've added a tech person, it's who they've added.
Tell us.
They've included Justice Anup Chitkara from the Punjab and Haryana High Court.
And he's significant because...
Because he's the judge who famously made headlines for explicitly referencing ChatGPT in a judicial decision back in 2023.
That is fascinating. So what does that specific appointment signal? I mean, it can't be a coincidence.
It's not. It signals a really profound shift. This isn't just a committee to, study AI anymore.
It's about implementation.
It suggests the courts are actively embracing AI as a consultative tool, a way to quickly synthesize huge amounts of data to help in decision-making.
The sources said the courts are trying to connect with the times.
And this is how they do it, bringing in a judge known for pioneering AI use. It feels like a fast-track approach to integrating this technology across the entire judicial process.
The pace of change is just relentless, even on the social media platforms we use every day. We've got a quick tech hit here.
Yep.
Instagram is rolling out a new AI tool. It's called Your Algorithm.
Your Algorithm, so it gives you more control.
That's the idea. It's a huge customization feature. It lets you see only the videos that match your specific preferences.
So you're kind of driving the AI instead of the other way around. It's live in the US now.
It is, and it's set for rollout in India soon. It's clearly a response to, all the user fatigue and information overload. People want more control over what the machine feeds them.
Makes sense. Okay, so moving from digital architecture to financial architecture.
A perfect pivot.
Yeah.
Let's go to Section 2. Big economic shifts, regulatory warnings, and some serious international trade threats.
And we have to start with the Reserve Bank of India. They've just issued the most definitive statement on digital assets we've seen in months.
It's more than definitive, it's severe. The RBI came out with one of the most stringent, uncompromising statements on cryptocurrency.
So what's the bottom line?
Their position is absolute. They've stated that cryptocurrency is not a real currency, it's not a financial asset, and, this is a direct quote, it is just a piece.
Just a piece. Wow, that's not just a technical classification, that's a dismissal.
Completely. And the message is crystal clear. The RBI is not planning to legalize or regulate crypto in any way that would give it official status.
And our sources say this has immediately kicked off all that speculation again.
About a potential full legal ban on trading things like Bitcoin and Ethereum, it's back on the table in a big way.
But here's the tension. What does that kind of hardline stance actually do to the market? I mean, you have millions of people in India already holding and trading crypto.
You can just make it disappear.
You can't. If you refuse to regulate it, you just push it into the shadows, into these unregulated peer-to-peer markets, which actually increases the risk for consumers.
So the RBI's warning is clear, but the practical side of it is complicated.
It's extremely difficult. You could end up forcing massive capital flows underground, and that could even hinder India's goal of being a global fintech leader. It's a very restrictive stance.
Okay, so that's a huge domestic warning. Now let's look abroad. India's auto export sector is facing a new threat.
A really immediate and severe one coming from Mexico.
This is a major challenge for our trade policy. Mexico has announced it's going to increase tariffs on a range of Indian products.
By how much?
By 50%, starting in 2026.
50%. That's not a negotiation tactic, that's a wall. And it mirrors similar protectionist moves we've seen from the U.S.
And to put this in perspective for you, the Indian auto sector is this massive engine for export growth. A 50% tariff hike isn't marginal.
No, it's catastrophic for margins. It threatens the volume of sales, the profitability of major companies, and it doesn't stop there.
What do you mean?
The auto industry relies on these incredibly complex supply chains. So a tariff like this is going to ripple out and hit all sorts of related industries. International trade talks are now paramount.
Meanwhile, back home, there's a lot of pressure building on the insurance industry.
And it's coming from the top down, from the regulator, IRDA.
Right. They've basically directed insurance companies to find ways to drastically cut their operational costs.
The regulators applying pressure probably do the bigger economic factors, and the industry's first, most direct response is to look at commissions.
The commissions paid to agents.
Exactly. Including agents from huge players like LIC and SBI Life, their commissions might be cut.
So the burden of cost cutting is going to fall directly on the salespeople.
That appears to be the path of least resistance. The sources say the industry is forming a committee to draft proposals, but commission cuts are seen as the quickest way to hit those mandated cost reductions. It could really reshape the whole sales model.
Before we move on, there's one last staggering number on the economy. It's about how AI is shaping consumer spending.
Okay, let's hear it.
Over the last 5 years, get this, $450 lakh crore worth of shopping globally was done through AI chatbots.
450 lakh crore. That's an unbelievable
And
figure.
it's not just a trend. It shows this massive and accelerating reliance on AI for consumer transactions.
It really underlines how deeply AI is already embedded in deciding what you buy and when you buy it. It's far beyond just, simple search results now.
That idea of managing things at scale, it leads us perfectly into our next section, how we're mitigating huge urban crises, specifically air pollution and travel chaos.
And we have to start with Delhi, the recurring severe environmental crisis that's gripping the capital.
The air quality in Delhi has plummeted again. It's forced the authorities to enact the most drastic measures they have.
We're talking about DRAP 4.
The first application of DRAP 4 restrictions this season. For anyone listening, DRAP 4 is the highest emergency stage. It means the air quality index is back in the very poor category.
And the city, once again, feels like a gas chamber, as the sources describe it, after just a few days of relief.
And these measures are incredibly severe. They have immediate economic impacts.
We're seeing a complete ban on all construction work. Offices are mandated to go work from home or allow only half their staff in.
And schools are back to hybrid mode, mixing online and physical classes. You're actively slowing down the economic engine of the city.
And the vehicle restrictions are just as strict, aren't they?
Just as strict. A complete ban on BS3 petrol and BS4 diesel vehicles. And trucks are prohibited from entering the capital at all.
These are emergency brakes, pulled on daily life just to protect public health.
So from managing the quality of the air to managing the quality of movement, the Railway Ministry is rolling out a really innovative solution nationally.
Right, the holding area model. It's a governance solution for crowd control.
It's a model they tested successfully at the New Delhi railway station, and it's deceptively simple, but apparently very effective.
So what does it do?
It creates these supervised, seated areas with water, with ticketing facilities for travelers before they're allowed onto the platforms.
Ah, I see. It acts as a buffer, so you prevent those dangerous sudden surges of people onto the tracks.
Exactly. And Rail Minister Ashwini Vaishnaw saw how well it worked and has now directed an immediate expansion.
To how many stations?
76 more stations, with the goal of eventually rolling it out across all states.
And this is primarily for the festival crowds, right? Diwali, Chauth.
Yeah.
When you get that absolute chaos.
That's the main driver. By holding and processing travelers in controlled spaces, they can dramatically reduce the risk of stampedes and just the general tension from that intense crowding on platforms.
On a related note about decongesting the city, there's the decision about Tihar Jail.
Yes, the Delhi government has made the strategic decision to move the entire Tihar jail complex outside of the capital's urban area.
That's a massive undertaking, but
Yeah.
probably necessary.
The sources say its current inner-city location creates huge security risks in a dense area, it causes terrible traffic, and it's sitting on incredibly valuable urban land.
So moving it is a systemic choice. You reclaim the urban space and you improve security management by centralizing it somewhere else.
Which brings us neatly to Section 4. We're looking at political dynamics and these large-scale societal concerns, starting with voter list integrity.
Another massive administrative challenge, and we have a major and very politically volatile update from the Election Commission concerning West Bengal.
Okay, what is the scale of this administrative cleanup?
It is historic. After the special summary revision process, what they call the SIR process, over 58 lakh names have been removed from the voter list in West Bengal.
58 lakh. That is a staggering number. That's not just cleaning up a few duplicates.
No, it's a massive administrative purge of what are believed to be duplicate, fake, or deceased voters.
And this is happening in some highly sensitive political areas.
Very sensitive. Our sources indicate 44,000 names were deleted just from Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee's Bhawanipur constituency, and 8 lakh from South 24 Parganas.
So this action, which the Election Commission frames as just necessary administrative hygiene.
It has obviously created immense political volatility and suspicion.
So how is the EC responding to the pushback?
They've introduced a critical safety valve. To address the voter concerns, they've set up a measure to hear from 100 voters every single day in every assembly constituency.
That's actually a pretty sophisticated response. It's like they're acknowledging the need for the cleanup,
Right, removing the fake voters.
while also creating a public feedback loop to counter accusations that it's politically motivated.
It's governance trying to balance efficiency with public trust. And at the same time, we're tracking a totally different kind of population shift, the exiting population.
The data on this is really striking. Government data is showing that roughly 2 lakh people are renouncing their Indian citizenship and settling abroad every year.
Every single year. And is there a trend?
Yes. The trend shows a significant increase after 2021, so in the post-COVID era. Over the last 5 years, it's 9 lakh people who have moved abroad.
So what are the drivers here? Is it purely about chasing jobs, or are there push factors at play?
Well, while global economic opportunity is obviously a huge part of it, the scale suggests there are broader factors. Things like, quality of life, better air quality, access to a different kind of education. These pull factors are becoming powerful enough to overcome the deep bonds of nationality.
A very significant long-term trend to watch.
Definitely. Okay, let's wrap up this deep dive with some surprising and frankly tragic health and safety alerts that are very relevant for the winter months.
Health experts have been issuing frequent, serious warnings about the increased incidence of heart attacks during winter.
And we've seen several tragic anecdotes recently that just underscore this frightening reality. What's the actual link between the cold weather and cardiac events?
It's a process called vasoconstriction. The cold causes your blood vessels to narrow. That increases your blood pressure, which makes the heart have to work much harder to pump blood. This strain on the cardiovascular system can be dangerous.
And we saw a terrible example in Haryana. A 42-year-old hotel owner died suddenly while just sitting and looking at his phone.
And another in Uttarakhand, a young man who died while working out at a gym. They are sudden, unexpected events that just highlight the hidden dangers of the cold.
What's so frightening is that they aren't always related to heavy exertion. But there is a powerful counterpoint in the sources, one that offers a bit of hope.
Absolutely. There was a positive story out of Rajasthan where a shop owner recognized the signs when an employee was having a heart attack.
And he knew what to do.
He immediately started CPR and saved the employee's life. It's a dramatic reminder of how critical widespread CPR awareness is for mitigating these sudden health hazards.
So after all that, what does this entire deep dive mean for you?